Okay, off you go then.
Okay, so this presentation is about challenges for yourself and how your mentality can affect your ability to challenge yourself, basically, and prevent you from doing things that perhaps you would like to do, or, I don't know, just basically getting out there and trying new things. And most particularly it's about skydiving. That's something that I've always kind of had an interest in. But quite interestingly, a couple of years ago I watched a documentary about risk and people's like ability to take risk, and it's a scientific thing in your brain. When you're younger, you're more likely to take a risk because when you're childish, you're meant to like get out there and see new things and try new things, and without that element of risk in your head, you're much more likely to get out there and try new things. And as you get older, you take less risk, you're less likely to put yourself out there and try new things, and that's all kind of inbuilt in the way that we're designed as people, because as you get older, you have to look after your family and things like that, and you have a home, and yeah, basically stuff like that. I found that really interesting because when I was younger, I went travelling, and I literally was up for trying anything. I threw myself out of a plane without basically a second thought, really. I booked myself onto it, and I remember going up in the plane, and I was like, this is just amazing. Like, I don't care, I'm not scared about doing this. I'm literally just having the time of my life. And shown here, I was like throwing myself out of the plane. I was happy as Larry to do that, and it was all good. But as I've got older, I realised that I'm a lot more scared to do things. I'm a lot more scared to try things out. And now the thought of doing a skydive literally scares the hell out of me. And I think that kind of links back to a little bit about the documentary that I watched a couple of years ago. And maybe as you get older, you're working in an office. Like I'm in work every single day. I'm doing normal things. When I was younger, I was travelling around the world and seeing new things, and maybe doing something like a skydive didn't seem so abnormal to me. Whereas now, I come into work every day, I go home from work every day. So as an older woman in my mid-20s, the thought of now chucking myself out of a plane seems a little bit more absurd, and it's not particularly something that I want to do. And I'm more scared that I'm going to end up like this, falling out of an aeroplane and everything going wrong. So I'm more kind of switched on to the element of risk. So basically, for 2013, I decided to kind of challenge myself in a number of ways and do things that I hadn't done for a while and try things that I hadn't done. So I literally haven't exercised or like kind of been running for years either. And so this year I decided to basically teach myself how to run again, and I signed up for a run, and I did a 10K with a couple of people here. And I signed up for another run again to keep up my training, and stuff like Bikram yoga, stuff that I just never would have done basically. So I gave myself a challenge of every month to do something new, and I've now signed up for another skydive as well in September for Kick Sergeant. And yeah, so I'm going to do that, and that really, really scares me. But yeah, so basically it's just kind of about challenging yourself and changing your mentality about doing things to give yourself that push to get out there and